Alright. So, DLC 4 impressions. I don't know how I feel about it. It's actually pretty good. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm playing a lot more of Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm getting out of console gaming in general. So I guess this is kind of like my, this is what I feel like is my like last hurrah into like playing Call of Duty for a while, because I'm gonna be playing on the PC primarily. Um, but honestly, the Rupture, or what's the map called? The Outskirts remake. It's like the remake that I didn't even think I needed, but I mean, I didn't know I needed this in my life. This map is awesome. And for a lot of people, this might actually be their least favorite map because it's just so dramatically different from all the rest of the maps in the game. It's not really outwardly three lanes. I mean, it's kind of three lanes, but it's a very complicated three-lane system, and I mean there's just buildings everywhere. It's so different, and it makes me realize how much I miss the old style of this game. And what we've really lost in since Black Ops 2 and MW3 came out, when all the maps were designed to be close quarters action all the time. Um, I like more slower paced games, and this map really kind of brings that back, and it's very cool. The mechs are kind of fun. They're kind of a nice distraction, and honestly, people on the ground don't really have to worry about them all that much. Honestly, if you stick to the buildings, you don't go out too much. And just treat it at like a really really underpowered score streak. Basically, it's not anything like the Raps where like if it comes down, you're fucked. Because there's so many of them around the map, and the machine gun is like literally like 9 shots to kill, 6 shots to kill. It's really weak. But if they really do want to make it the mechs as not annoying as possible, or they minimize the annoyingness, they should probably nerf the rocket launchers, because those are a bit ridiculous. They're kind of melty. But other than that, I have no complaints. The mechs are a fun way to get. I mean, if you want to go off and get streaks, this map is actually pretty good for that if you keep a launcher with you. Especially, you need a black cell if you're going to be taking down these things. Um, but also, there's these little nodes on the back, so honestly, I mean, it's preferable that you take a black cell, but if you don't have one, if you just get up behind the mech and just start shooting those little things on its back, or just straight shooting it in the face if it's on fire, you can take them down pretty easily and get a free 300 to 200 points. Sometimes even 400. I think they reduced the amount of score you can get since the first release, because I used to get 400 score per kill. Um, but now I think actually that's only if you're like the only one doing damage. But most of the time, these things are like bullet magnets. Everybody's shooting at them. So I think the balance is pretty good, other than that rocket launcher thing. The new zombies map, which I might have gameplay of. If I do, I'll edit a different little clip over that. But honestly, the zombies map is amazing. It's the first thing I played when this new DLC came out, and it's my first impression was like excitement. I was very happy because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they were gonna remake any maps other than Nocturne and Toten. I didn't know if they were just gonna have a bunch of random shit and then Nocturne and Toten. But I was very pleasantly surprised with what they actually had, which was the 4 maps. I think it's 4. I'm not sure. I'm gonna count them down. They have Keynote or Toten, Origins, Mob of the Dead, Verruct, Shangri-La a little bit, a tiny little bit, Nocturne and Toten, and uh, Shangri-La and Der Eisendrache are kind of put together into kind of a little thing. It's kind of like an 80-20 mix of Shangri-La to, or Der Eisendrache to Shangri-La. Whereas the Mob of the Dead and Origins remake kind of little bits are like 50-50. I'll go more into detail in a separate video, but it's really cool. I was actually pleasantly surprised and then kind of disappointed, because I didn't know if they were going to be making a lot of maps or like every single map. I didn't think they were going to do every single map, but I thought they were going to do a bit more than what they eventually did, which was only, what? I counted down to about maybe 8, I think. I wasn't actually counting, I was just naming them, but it's kind of 7.5-ish, because Shangri-La doesn't really count. It's like a tiny little bit of Shangri-La, and then that's about it. But then again, I haven't completed the Easter egg. I haven't done all of the map. I've just unlocked the Pack-a-Punch, gotten the shield, and gotten to about 20 rounds. I've gotten kind of a roundabout sort of little thing with that map. But I don't know if they have more in there. I hope they have more. I hope they have like, I'm hoping for at least like a moon reference. Or at least a bunch of references to every single map. Just like tiny little things strewn about the map. But other than that, the map is actually kind of fun. It's a bit simpler. There's not as much crazy shit going on. There's like the hats and shit. And there's a few wonder weapons. But, I mean, it's not insane. There's not like a million buildables that I know of right now. They're definitely like keeping it to the roots, but I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised and then slightly disappointed with my initial impressions of the map. So those are the two main things I was kind of excited for: the Outskirts remake and the new Zombies map. The other 3 multiplayer maps. Oh, sorry, that metal pop. The other 3 maps, Outlaw, the Standoff remake, I mean, it's okay. I don't like it aesthetically as much as I like Micro or the Citadel one. Those are really aesthetically pleasing and really actually kind of cool to look at. Outlaw is just very brown. It's just, everything is just a different shade of brown. So, I don't know how I feel about that. The map's good, because it's Standoff, but, honestly, I think they could have done better with the aesthetics. Micro is really cool, it's very creative, and I actually like it a lot. Some people said that they didn't like the design of the map. I thought the design of the map was fine. I played on Hardpoint and Kill Confirmed a little bit. I didn't record any gameplay of it. Or at least I didn't remember to hit the record button. So those are my impressions, I guess. It's a pretty cool DLC map thing. This was kind of added in post, but yeah, I spent some time playing the new Zombies map a bit, and that's in a stream that is actually already on my channel. Before this video is actually coming out. So if you want to check that out and just check out my first impressions, that would be cool. But thanks a lot. I guess I'll just add in kind of like a couple of little tidbits that I think are funny from my stream, or parts that were even before my stream, before I even like got to streaming. But thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.
Gotta be less than $1 million to go now.
Get away. Is it working? Audio like cuts out every once in a while.
I know you felt that, freak sack. Giant monsters in the sky, islands in space. Looks like someone put the entire universe in a massive blender and pressed start.
That's what it is.
The rampage will
Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious. What's this? Hopefully I don't fuck this up. I've already died on round 1. Yep, there it goes.
Glad you got here. I heard death knocking at my door.
This is simple. This isn't that hard.
You wanna slow down?
I don't need to be dying on round 1. I'm dead. Fuck. Alright, let's just see if the audio recorded.
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is useless. If you know what that's from, then you are slightly kind of cultured, I guess. It's not that hard of a reference to get. Oh, that went by pretty fast. I know this bit's Varrocked. This bit is definitely Varrocked. This is Shino Numa? What the fuck is this? There's screams coming from in there. Oh, I love the sounds. It's kind of weird because it's like screaming, but I still love the sounds. That looks like that's supposed to
Why
be
would
something.
someone just leave this lying here?
I'm really getting tired of your shit, zombie.